Good morning. So this is another example of an algebra type problem for limits. What is the first step of limits? It is to substitute and find the answer. So let's substitute 4. I get 4 minus 2, which is 2. 2 squared, which is 4. 4 times 2, which is 8. And 8 minus 8, which is 0. And then in the bottom, I get 4 minus 4, and I get 0. Oh, another 0 over 0 issue. So that means we need to do another method. 0 over 0 usually means that there's going to be a hole or a removable discontinuity in the graph. So we should try another method, except what method is there to use here? It's already factored, it looks like, and it doesn't have an absolute value, and it doesn't have a radical to do the conjugate method. So what are we supposed to do here? We're going to probably have to multiply this out. So the first thing I would do, now this is a personal preference for you. How do you like to do x minus 2 squared? Are you the kind of person that goes over to the side of your paper and you make a box and you do x and you do minus 2 and you do x and you do minus 2, and so you get x squared and minus 2x and minus 2x and positive 4, and then you combine your like terms? Do you like to do it that way? Can you do it in your head? Do you like to do x minus 2 times x minus 2 and what I like to call the double rainbows, and do your foiling method, as they like to call it? So x times x, which is x squared, x times the minus 2 and minus 2. We have our minus 2x. We have our plus 4. Do you like to do it that way? There's no judgment here, people. You can do it in your head. You can use the box method. You could use a FOIL method. We just need you to be able to do that and then put it back in the equation. So we have the limit as x approaches 4 of 2 times what that is FOILed out. Now you're going to notice if I was to substitute, I still have 0 over 0. So I'm going to keep going. So this time I'm going to distribute the 2. By the way, look at my notation. Limit x approaches the function, and then I write an equal sign. If you watched the Tall Jerome video, you know that he said, try to practice your notation. It's the notation of students. They like to write limit x approaches and then an equal sign. You got to show what you're plugging into. Because if you don't write that, if you just write limit equals, it's kind of like writing square root equals. And what does that mean? Where are the numbers? What are you plugging in? Same thing here. You got to write the limit as x approaches 4 of what you're actually plugging into, and then you can write an equal sign. Okay, so let's look at this. Well, if I was to plug in 4, I still get 0 over 0. Is there anything I can combine here? Well, you may have noticed that the 8s can cancel out. Okay, well, let's keep going, ladies and gentlemen. This is getting on my nerves, this problem. Why is it taking so long to get to the end? Oh my gosh, if I was to plug in 4 squared is 16 times 2 is 32. 8 times 4 is 32. I still get 0 on the top. I still get 0 on the bottom. What do I do, people? Oh, wait. That looks like a polynomial on top and a polynomial on the bottom. Can I factor? Oh, wow. So let's try to factor here. I'm going to try to do a GCF limit. X approaches my function. So here we go. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Is there something here at the end? I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. Boom. Boom. Boom, boom. Finally got an answer. Excellent, huh? So there you go. There's your trial and error, and that kind of brings our like algebra manipulations in the notes to a close. Hopefully when you come in tomorrow, we can start practicing these things. They're kind of tedious, but we get better at being strategic. So don't worry, you're going to get better.